We're going to start streaming here in just a minute. Don't you love that? Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Monday night call. Can you believe it's like, what, December 13th? I'll just check the calendar. And oh my goodness, Christmas is just a few days away. And I hope that you are really enjoying the holidays, because I am enjoying the holidays. All right, December, but let's kind of backpedal a little bit. November was an incredible month. Coming out of conference in St. Louis, the company made some tweaks, just some little tweaks to the compensation plan. And because of those tweaks, I'm going to tell you, many of you just put the pedal to the metal and made the decision that you were going to take a run for the leadership position. And there was so much excitement and so much fun and so much activity that several representatives under the Team Up umbrella, under different national marketing directors, achieved their goals. And so tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate because these ladies absolutely need to be recognized. They need to be celebrated, and they need to be able to tell their stories and what inspired them and what was their activity. All right. And so I'm excited tonight to showcase 3 new representatives who have achieved leadership positions within the company. And guys, you need to know that with leadership positions comes a bonus, in many cases, bib money, Christmas bonus. I mean, it's a big deal, and it's the position from which you move forward to bigger and greater leadership positions. So I thought tonight we're going to travel up to the Pacific Northwest, and we're going to visit with Michelle Halverson. Michelle, if you want to unmute yourself. Michelle, let me see, I've got my notes right here. Michelle said yes to Juice Plus back in 2016, right? She's from Dayton, Oregon. She's the wife, she's the mom, an amazing leader. And when I say this woman is so heart-centered, first time I met Michelle, she kind of like had me a hello. And I've done a lot of wellness presentations for Michelle Halverson up in Oregon. So Michelle, welcome everybody. Michelle Halverson, one of our newest qualifying senior sales coordinators. Oh my goodness, Michelle, I'm so happy for you. So how do you feel?
Thank you. I feel excited. Yeah, I never really thought that I would be here. I kind of thought I'd just stay at SC all comfortable for a long time. So.
Okay, so something made you uncomfortable because you're a QSSC now. So right, let's go back in time. Why did you say yes to Juice Plus back in 2016? Why did you say yes?
Well, I'd been on the product for a year, and I'd seen great things happening with my health and with my kids' health. And so I honestly just wanted to offset my product. But then Stephanie Fletcher approached me and she said, well, what are your goals? And I thought, oh, great. I don't have any goals. I just want to save on my product. So then I kind of got a little curious, and I guess, do you want me to just kind of take you on a little bit of my journey then? And since then?
Yeah, sure. We want to know you. Who are you? Who is Michelle?
Well, it's taken me a long time to get comfortable in front of people. I'm still working on it. So just so you know how far I've come, way back in grade school, I had a softball coach that would continually mock me about my voice, call me Minnie Mouse, and it made me very self-conscious about my voice. I was insecure about it for many years. Even to make a simple announcement in Sunday school or anything like that would get me all worked up. And if I'm being completely honest, I would have to choose my clothing wisely because I would get sweaty armpits and it would be uncomfortable to talk in front of people. I was very nervous. I would be constantly red-faced thinking about what people were thinking of me. And I was plagued all the time, and I'm still recovering from what will people think. So then when I signed up for the business and like I said, just to offset my product. And Stephanie asked me those questions. I got a little nervous. And then when I heard from Kelsey, my upline, that we communicated on a app called Voxer, where you had to record your voice, I for sure wasn't thrilled. I had several times where this business, I had been told several times where this business was actually a personal development course disguised as a business. And that slowly became part of my story too. These new friends and mentors, they challenged me, poured into me daily, not only just for health, but they encouraged me in my walk with the Lord. And that really drew me in. I loved that about the business. And it wasn't just all about business for me. So I got passionate about sharing about health, and got to, sorry, I have a puppy crying outside to get in. So I'm a little bit distracted. My mentors not only encouraged me, they encouraged me in my walk with the Lord as well. So I got passionate sharing about health, and got to share Juice Plus with a nonprofit business, as well as with my Bible study group. And then this just continued to stretch me further. And I was beginning to realize that the Lord had given me a platform and a ministry with Juice Plus, and he was using me to reach others. My hope became people would come in through the door of health, but those who didn't yet know Jesus would hear about him. And I've often wrestled with, was I sharing my faith as much as I was sharing Juice Plus? And looking back now, I can totally see how God was giving me opportunities to grow my confidence and getting me more comfortable speaking with people and helping them. And then in the summer of 2020, I saw what God had prepared me for. My dad was suddenly killed in a really tragic accident. And I got to speak in front of thousands of people at his celebration of life. And I got to share about Jesus, and that my dad would want all of them to know him. So all that to say, I really think Juice Plus prepared me for that moment. And I'm excited to see what God's going to do through this business.
Well, I know that you have really put on your leadership hat. There's an event coming in January that you're going to be live streaming. It's an event taking place in Las Vegas, and you're going to be live streaming it up in Oregon. And I know that you are gathering many representatives to come together in a bed and breakfast and to train together. So Michelle Halverson, you've put on your leadership hat in a big way. I think you've become very comfortable with not just seeing the benefits of Juice Plus for friends and families and for people everywhere, but also the benefits of this business, because your recruiting skills and your invitation to the Juice Plus business is absolutely spectacular. And people are saying yes to you.
Well, it's because of people like you mentoring me, Terry. I really appreciate all of you so much.
And I'll be seeing you in a couple weeks, because I'll be attending your leadership program up at the bed and breakfast.
I'm excited about that.
We're gonna have a great time. Now, also, you're receiving $1,000 bonus check, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
That's pretty exciting to everybody. That's great. Well, enjoy that. Enjoy your Christmas bonus. You are so deserving. And welcome to leadership. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Terry.
All right. So there's Michelle Halverson from Oregon. And now we're going to journey down to Texas. We're going to dip into and visit with Kelly Ballard. Kelly just made the position of senior sales coordinator. And well, I'm going to tell you, that takes a team effort when you hit senior sales coordinator. So Kelly is a wife, a mom, servant's heart. She's helped me so many times with events and things like that in the Dallas area. She's from Salina, Texas. She just moved up there, has a beautiful new home. She's going to be receiving a $2,000 holiday bonus. Yeah, I think that's a big deal. So Kelly, why don't you unmute yourself? Because from you, I want to hear your story, and I want to know some of the action things that you have done to get you to senior sales coordinator.
Well, thank you so much, Terry. Out here in Salina, Texas, yes, I am so just honestly still kind of in shock. I'm so humbled and just so grateful for my team. I see some of those faces on here, and it makes my heart swell. 5 years ago, I said yes to this business. Honestly, much like you, Michelle, I said yes to this business for the discount. I was covering my product. But there was another story that those that invited me into this business and into this product, into doing all this with our family, it was really for our kiddos. But there was a whole other part of this that a lot of people didn't know. We were that family. There are 70% of Americans that live paycheck to paycheck, and we were that family. I was working 2 part-time jobs. My husband was in the oil field, and we would still sit at night on the couch with that gut-wrenching conversation of where's it going to come from and how are we going to do this? And just the tears and the not knowing and trying to be strong and okay, we just push through and we keep doing. That was our story. And so there was a part of me that was like, okay, maybe, just maybe, right? This business is first off going to cover our costs so that we can stay healthy, because that's expensive. My daughter had strep throat 8 times in 1 year. My son was in and out of the ER. I mean, the medical bills were just piling up. But I caught a little vision of maybe, just maybe, I could do this and still be mom and still be wife and not have to work 2 jobs. But if I'm being really honest with you, deep in my heart, I really wanted to be a part of something that was bigger than myself. I love, as you mentioned, you say servant-hearted. It's fun to me. I love helping people. I love planning things. I love doing things like that. That is like, give it all to me. I'll do it all day long. But I really wanted to be part of something that was bigger than me. And I wanted to not just help others with our product, but I wanted to help others with this business. Because as it started doing so for me and my family, I wanted to even just help one person cover a car payment, have some extra, pay for their kids' sports, maybe not be sitting having that conversation with their husband like we were doing, and just that mental stress and just all the not so fun conversations, right? So if I could help even one person do that, I got really excited about that. And I wanted to show the world that this business model and this community locks arms with you to create your success, whatever that looks like for you. And so that really kind of, I remember catching it. It was, I believe, my second conference where I was like, okay, I don't want to just talk about this product. I want to have team and I want to help them, whatever that looks like for them, but I want to have fun doing this together. And I help others sitting on this opportunity understand that their story matters, and that maybe, just maybe, their story is the one story that could change someone's life forever, because that was my story. And so that was kind of where I just started really honestly trusting the process, being persistent, being patient, being coachable, and always willing to learn. And I think I said this to you, Terry, the other day. I remember praying for one team member, and it had nothing to do with what I needed for a promotion or a business. I was like, I just want to do this with somebody. It's so much more fun, right? Together, stronger together. And now I have team members across the US. And I don't say that to brag or sound anything other than so very grateful, but also to tell you that I remember thinking, well, my team's obviously going to be my favorite sister-in-law and my best friend and my mom, all these people that support me and are my go-go-goers. No, not hardly. They're great customers and great supporters, but I tell you that to say your team's not always going to be who you envision it to be. It's not. But if you are trusting the process and doing things from your heart, your team is out there. And they're just not always who you think they're going to be. And now I look at these faces and I think about, I was telling Jen the other day, I was like, Colorado, Georgia, I would have never met these beautiful people that I get to do life with. And I know their families now and their story. I wouldn't even know them if it wasn't for this business. And so this promotion was not me. This was all of these faces coming together and having just the brave, bold servant-heartedness to share a message with someone else. And that's how we got here. And I'm just so, so, so grateful for my team. I'm a big believer that when you align yourself with the right people in the right place at the right time, Providence moves. And that's my team.
I follow you. Yes, everybody. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I don't know how many of you follow Kelly Ballard on Facebook or Instagram. If you're not, you're missing out. Because how many times have I told you this, Kelly? Your reels and your Instagram posts are so much fun and they're so brilliant. I follow her. If I didn't know who she was, what she was all about, I'd follow her. I would buy Juice Plus from Kelly Ballard. So if you are on social media, please follow Kelly Ballard. And then, do we have permission, Kelly, to copy you?
Oh, please do. Please do. Trust me, I get my info from other brilliant minds in this organization all the time. You take it, you make it your own, and you rock it.
Yeah, and so, but you being you on Instagram is so, I love all the Instagram posts with you and your husband and your kids. It's so real and it's so much fun. All right, so let me ask you, these new people that are coming to your team and your organization, are they showing up because of social media? Are you what's your strategy? Is it still, I grew up, picking up the phone. I used to call it smiling and dialing. I still call it smiling and dialing. So where are your team members coming from?
So my team members come from our ATM process, truly. My social media is my office. My phone is my office. I do a lot of Messenger, a lot of Facebook Messenger, and a lot of group messaging with others in my community that kind of help be another voice for the business and the product. But I do still love to set up a phone call. I'm a big phone call person because I love to hear the other person's voice and I want them to hear, my personality, and I want to be there to answer those questions. But a lot of it has been simply from this bad boy right here, just being on my Messenger and just and having fun, really showing up in social media of my own personal life and consistently posting about Juice Plus in some form or fashion and showing what we get to do because of this business, the time freedom, being present with my kids. And just being persistent and showing up in social media has really been a big shift for our team.
I know that on juiceplus.com, the new website, there are some new trainings on social media. Have you taken a look at those, and what are your feelings on those trainings that are on social media?
I have, and I love them. I'm honestly like, okay, where was this 5 years ago? Because it just meets you where you're at. It meets everybody where they're at, no matter how you come into this business. It meets you right where you're at, and it gives you simple steps, and it's duplicatable to your team. So if we don't always do a great job of saying the right thing or whatever, whereas these videos are very simple and can speak to any, type A, type B, whatever personality, and just really lay out a simple and doable and duplicatable way to funnel this business and everyday action into our busy lives.
Absolutely. All right. So in 2 days, the company is making our new Perform available to customers and prospects. How are you promoting for the Perform, for the unveiling of the Perform?
So I've been doing a lot of countdown fun in my stories. I made a reel the other day and totally took the Elf Santa audio from the movie and just talked about Perform, and then really just consistently putting the information out there. My complete customers, I'm reaching out and saying, hey, I know you love your chocolate, your vanilla, check this out. Here's the difference. We have that wonderful image that they gave us that's our complete family that compares the two. Mm-hmm. And just conversations. That has definitely been a smile and dial type thing for me, is picking up and calling the customers that don't yet have complete, or that are my athletes or parents of athletes, and then current complete customers, and just saying, hey, just want to make sure. And then I do love my project broadcast. I do use that just to get mass messages out. But something like this, I feel, is a little more personal, of just really getting to talk to them about why it's a fit for them.
All right, I agree. So we have 2 more days, guys. You could be posting on social media, the countdown. I'm seeing countdown messages. Mm-hmm. I saw Catherine Lee do a countdown message. I'm seeing, and we can copy those messages. We've got 2 days, and we can start enrolling people on the Perform. All right, one last thing, Kelly Ballard. Company is going to do something extraordinaire at the end of the year, going into January 1st. It's the first time that they're going to offer a bundle. The fruits, the vegetables, the berries, and the omegas at a discounted price going into the first of the year. When are you going to start promoting the bundle and the bundle opportunity? I think people are going to be able to save, what is it, like $60? First time order, fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas. When are you going to start? When are you going to start really getting excited and sharing that message?
Well, right now I'm super excited about Perform up until the 15th, but I feel like that is a message that begins on the 16th for me. It is just talking about, you're heading into the holiday season, you know what you're going to be doing and what you're going to be eating and all the fun. Let's get you ready for January 1st before January 1st.
Yeah, Yeah, it's going to be the first time we've ever done that. And so I'm excited to see
Exciting.
how that's going to all unfold. It's so exciting. All right, so Kelly Ballard, $2,000 bonus check, a Christmas bonus, I believe SSC, is that $250?
$250.
Yeah, she's shaking her head. She already knows. $2,000, $250. And now you're eligible for, as the QSSCs are too, for some bib money. And that's the business investment bonus. I used to call it an expense allowance that the company is going to award you above and beyond your paycheck. And if you keep your volume up and you meet all the criteria, you could earn up to, I think, an additional $750 per month with your bib money. That's exciting. All right, where do you see yourself in 5 years, Kelly Ballard?
National Marketing Director.
In 5 years? All right, guys. All right, you heard it here, December 13th, 2021. So you've made the decision?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I made the decision years ago, but it's been just trusting the process and growing at the same time. You know, when I made the decision years ago, I've grown so much as a person since then and learned so much. And as you all probably have as well, that it's always been the goal. It's the end goal, if not, but it's for this team. I'm excited for my team to go there.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch you go there. Thank you for sharing with us tonight. We're going to be watching you guys. Please follow Kelly Ballard on social media because she's brilliant and she's fun. And I know that good things are waiting for you, Kelly. Big, good things. I love you, darling.
Love you.
All right, so now we're going to journey across the country over to Connecticut, Old Lyme, Connecticut, as a matter of fact. And we're going to visit with another brand new qualifying senior sales coordinator who just finished the St. Jude's Marathon. All right, Pamelia Parker, let's give it up for Pamelia Parker, because that is the big thing. I mean, so you finish the St. Jude's Marathon, you know, you step into leadership position with Juice Plus, two amazing goals almost simultaneously. Pamelia Parker, you've made some decisions, some life-altering decisions. So why don't you grab the microphone and tell us why you said yes? Because you said yes back in 2013.
Yeah.
So
It's been a long time, but it's been an amazing journey. So I was skeptical in I think I was introduced to Juice Plus in 2011. And I told someone I would buy them shots of tequila at this bar if they didn't make me go in and hear about Juice Plus. And we actually went in and heard about Juice Plus. And I don't drink, so for me to go buy your shots is a rare thing. But anyhow, fast forward 2 years later, I'm on the boat with Henry Hegman, who bought the boat that I grew up sailing on as a child. And we're on the boat and I'm asking him what he did. And he told me, you know, Juice Plus. And I was like, oh, I know about that. But at the same time, I've got my boss who's texting me or calling me, asking me when my day off is going to be over. And I'm like, it's my day off. So Henry then had told me about the business. He told me about everything. And, you know, I was like, I've got to do this because I'm trading dollars for hours and I was miserable and my get up and go got up and went. And I was just hitting a wall. And so I really did it to get out of the job, to see if I could get out of the job that was never going to be good enough. And also, you know, there was a part of me that was saying, well, I'm going to prove him wrong, taking it and to see if this would do anything. And I didn't realize what I was eating was slowly killing me. And I was, you know, 40 something, whatever, how old I was, close to 50. And I was exhausted. So needless to say, the money started coming in, the paycheck. I got up to what was VF quite quickly and sat there for a little while. And, but it's been this journey where my confidence, I'm in a company that everything that I said never to, I'm doing. And there was something else that came up today that I said, oh, would never do that, you know, and I've now signed up my puppy. Some of you know I'm obsessed with dogs. For a dog show, but I'm going to be in the ring showing him. And I swore I would never do that. Okay. So he's a champion. He's got his championship. So his owner handler has to go in there. But anyhow, so I was told, Michelle, when you said it, I was told by a woman when I did aerobics once way back that I should find something better suited for me and it shouldn't be athletic. And I lived her story. And I made fun of people running. I did not join a gym. I was not going to do any of this. I am sober, so I go to meetings there and I'm always like, I know, I got it. You know, I understand. I know myself. Well, I joined this company and the person that I'm still growing to become is just amazing. And it's through all the people around me. It's through the team. It's through the leadership. I get to give back in ways, but I mean, I've got support. I've got my family's health. I'm growing emotionally through doubt and fear and negative self-talk, and just, it's amazing. It's just truly amazing. I went through a divorce that was quite tough, a ton of stuff. And it's, you know, Terry and I have something else that's coming up in January that I'll be doing. And I'm so excited to keep learning. But never in a million years did I think that the conversation on that boat would lead to this and would lead to just becoming bigger and better. And when I saw the change in the structure for QSSC, I was like, oh, that's it. I'm doing this. I've got it. I can do this. And St. Jude's, I now run the half marathon. I'm only half crazy, but I raised double the money. But I have done 2 marathons, but you guys, I never ran a mile. My first run from a telephone pole to a telephone pole, I threw up. And it was just the confidence here. I joined a gym. I asked my coach, can you teach me to run so I can run the St. Jude's Marathon and give back like my company does? And I did that twice. And now I'm doing the half marathon. So my lifelong goal is to be, well, national marketing director, raise 100,000 personally for St. Jude's before I can't run or walk. And that run this year, when I had made QSSC and I'm out there running, I was like, we're going to have the biggest, baddest team of Juice Plus people there next year. And that team is going to raise 100,000. So that was where the leadership brought me to these goals that I have. But what I've learned is that my goals are only as good as my system, right? And my system is the people here, the people I rely on, and what I do every day. And that's one scary thing. And I got to QSSC by asking people, I'm going for this promotion. You were going to delay your order. Do you think that we can just keep it in this month of November instead of delaying it until December? Or I know you wanted to put that order in. I'm calling people. I had not done that yet. So I was actually doing 3 or 4 scary things every single day. And then I've got, teammates. I've got Sonia here who's like, you can do this. You are enough, and the things that you need to hear. So we get rid of that negative self-talk. So 16th, I'm right there with you, Kelly. So I'm going to be asking people, what is the best self that they see for 2022? And where does their best self start from? Their health, right? So that's where I'm going.
Wow. Yeah, isn't she amazing? I've never met anybody who is so willing to jump into the frying pan, and have those really tough, I call it sweat. I call my coaching sweaty palms. And Pamelia does a sweaty palm thing once a day. So does Abby. Some of you crazies do this every day. Sweaty palms. So boy, it's paid off. And you're an inspiration to everybody, Pamelia. You're an inspiration to everybody. You walk the walk, you talk the talk, and you're somebody that you want to follow. And I encourage you also to follow Pamelia on social media. All right, guys, look at the time. Oh, my word. Okay, so Perform, available on the 15th for prospects and customers. And if you're not drinking Perform yet, it's time. I guarantee you it's helped Pamelia cross that finish line for St. Jude's.
A quick note, call all your complete people who are athletes or mothers and ask them if they want to switch out their order. That's what I've been doing. Sorry.
Yeah, and give it a try and give it a try. And know that coming January 1st, The company is going to be promoting our very first bundle sale, fruits, vegetables, berries at 10% off. There will be a social media extravaganza all around this. So get ready, because what happens December 26th, more people purchase health and wellness products between December 26th and January 10th. So people are waiting to hear about Juice Plus. One thing, well, Jamie Cantrell's taught me a lot of things, but she said people will not buy what they cannot see. And so it's up to us to be putting Juice Plus out there in front of as many people as possible. You'll be seeing more about the bundles on Insights. There'll be tons of information coming, but it's coming. All right, guys, next Monday night will be our last call for 2021. And do a little bit of a raffle. So you may want to show up in your Christmas gear and get ready to have a good time. Bring your representatives along. This is too much fun. So from the bottom of my heart, have a blessed week. Know you're loved. Peace and blessings.